Hey everyone, it's Savannah, and today we are going to be touring my complete island. This is Candycorn. Candycorn is a kidcore Halloween themed island, and I wanted a focus of this island to be trick or treating. So you can actually come to this island, grab a Halloween costume, and start trick or treating. Let's take a look at the full island. All right, so here is the map for Candycorn, and you can see the DA listed on the bottom of the screen. Please feel free to come and visit. Definitely a fun thing to do on Halloween. The villagers for this island include Cherry and Rudy, two villagers who are actually starters on this island. We also have Bob, Olive, Blair, Shino, Kiki, Lucky, Stitches, and Pietro. I'm so excited to show you more of the island. When you come off of the airport dock, you just see kind of like a forbidden forest filled with lots of jack-o'-lanterns. I really wanted to use a lot of the spooky items that I don't always get to use on my islands. You can see the start of a little neighborhood there, but first let's make our way over to resident services. Look at Kiki here. So adorable. This is the first time I've ever had Kiki as a villager on one of my islands. Here we have res services. So when you wake up at resident services, come straight down and you'll find some presents here on the ground. There is a little trick-or-treat bucket as well as a light stick in case you're afraid of the dark. And then there's some wrapped presents. These are Halloween costumes, so definitely open all of those. You can either be a witch, a skeleton, or a mummy. Make sure you grab your little trick-or-treat bucket, and then it's time to explore throughout the island. You'll find 20 pieces of candy and 20 lollipops dropped across the island. So it's a bit of a scavenger hunt for you to trick-or-treat around the island and find all the candy. So I hope you guys enjoy that. That was something I really wanted to do once I decided that I wanted to name the island Candycorn. I needed it to have a trick-or-treat focus, and the whole island just came together from there. So at the start of the neighborhood here, this is Bob's house, and Bob has a bit of a mad scientist kind of layout. I love the bubble machines, really giving it some special effects. It looks like Bob went all out with his spooky decorations in the neighborhood. If we come across this way, there's a little park in the center of the neighborhood, and here I am imagining that my villagers would come at the end of Halloween trick-or-treating, and they would all trade their candies together in this area. Let's continue on this way, and here we have Lucky's house. Lucky has a little soccer area, and you can see that all the villagers have candy buckets in front of their houses for you to trick-or-treat at. Next to Lucky, we have Rudy, one of the starters on this island. Such a perfect villager for a kidcore Halloween island. And he has a lot of jack-o'-lanterns in his yard because I don't think Rudy would want any scary decorations in his yard. So he just went all out with the pumpkins. You can actually walk right next to and in the backyard of Rudy's. This is a little basketball court area. I just thought it would be cute to add in some more sports related items for the villagers since they are children, so I wanted to make sure they had plenty of toys. This is probably my favorite villager yard as far as this little neighborhood goes. But for Cherry, I imagine that she's more of a teenager on the island. She's a bit punk rock. She loves Halloween, so I think she would be entertaining her neighbors by playing some music right out on the front lawn. So here is Cherry's yard. I kind of wanted it to have like a garage band feel, but brought out onto the lawn for the holiday. So that is Cherry's yard. And then in front of Cherry's house, we actually have Kiki's house. And Kiki is a black cat, so of course she was perfect for this island. She has a little witch's brewing station right in the front of her house. Now, across the way, we can find a little playground, and I really like the playground decorations. They're perfect for a kid core island, and I thought that a playground made sense to have in this little neighborhood. So let's get down from there, and I will show you that this connects right over into my entrance just off the airport. I did a whole speed build actually for this entire entrance as well as this neighborhood. So definitely check those out on my channel if you're new. But let's make our way between Lucky and Rudy's house and continue throughout the rest of the island. Now you can see the vibe is getting a little bit different as we journey on this way. I don't know, it almost feels like we're not supposed to be over here. It's almost as if there is something witchy going on in this part of the woods. So this is actually my player home, and I decided to make myself kind of like a cute little witch on the island. So I tucked this house all the way in the back of the woods with these giant vines. The mush lamps just added a lot of mystery and whimsy to the area. And of course, we have another little witch's brewing station. I just thought that these little pumpkin seats were so cute. You can actually go into the house and explore. It is decorated as a little haunted house, so enjoy that. Now, if we come across the bridge, this is something I was really excited to do on this island once I figured out that Chino's birthday is actually Halloween. So I wanted to have Chino on this island and design a little party area for her. So it's like a children's birthday party for Chino in her front yard. There's lots of toys, the confetti is flying, there's inflatables, we have a little kiddie pool. It's a fun time over here for Chino's birthday party, just what the Peppy Queen deserves. And then we can make our way up this incline, and here we have Abel's Sisters, which I have transformed into the island's costume shop. And we can see some costumes right in front of the store. I also brought in kind of like a camper van, so maybe one of the sisters rolled up with a bunch of Halloween costumes and they're selling it right in front of the store. That was kind of the vibe I was going for. And then I also had to sprinkle in lots of candy, toys throughout this island. It is a big theme. And there's a little pond here with a little sitting area. You could play your Nintendo Switch. Just a cozy, a little creepy kind of pond over there in the woods. So that is Abel's Sisters costume shop. I just had to do that for this island. It just made sense. So if we continue down this incline, this brings us into the island's graveyard. Now, when I decided to make a graveyard, I wanted to make it not too creepy because it is a kid core island. So I think that this is the museum that they decorated as a graveyard, okay? Let's just make that clear. It's not an actual graveyard. So that is what this area is. I used the medieval walls and the spooky arch to cover up the museum and kind of give it like a mausoleum feel. So that is what is going on over here. What are Rudy and Pietro getting into? What cuties will let them continue on with exploring the rest of the island? Let's go up this incline. And this is actually a pretty cool build on this island. It's actually pretty small. There is a bridge with a full moon in the background. And I just thought that this time of day was so pretty on this island. It's a little spooky. The sky is really nicely purple, and you can see everything glowing throughout the island, which was something I really wanted to do. This was just a fun little experimental build I had with playing with the terraforming. And how many inclines could I put in one spot? I guess I could have actually even put another one here if I wanted to. But this continues on to the peninsula, and I have just like a spooky carriage here. It's really not too much going on there on the peninsula, but we can continue this way. And this actually brings us to the spooky carnival. But before we get into that, I think I'm actually gonna loop on over to the front of the island. All right, friends, so I came back on over to Res Services, and I'm actually gonna go to the left. So if we're looking at the map here, I'm just below Res Services and gonna be moving towards the left side side of the island, just because I think the carnival will be fun to save for last. So let's move along this way, and over here we have the start of an orchard, but if we continue and go along this little bridge across the river, we are entering a U-Pick pumpkin patch. This is where Olive and Blair live. I did a whole speed build video on this area. But yeah, it's just a cute little pumpkin patch area. We have Olive's house here with a little pumpkin carving station. If we hop along the little stream here, we're in Blair's yard, and of course they have little trick-or-treating bins. So there's another bridge here, and then you see a spooky carriage. But really quickly, let me walk you through the little apple orchard I have here. I just felt like it was a quintessential fall build, and I could add a lot of cute little touches, the dropped apple, things like that. So that is the apple orchard. To the right of the apple orchard, we have Nooks, and this is actually right next to Res Services. And for Nooks, I just kind of wanted to decorate it for the holiday, like they went all out with their festive decorations. So that's what's going on over with Timmy and Tommy. Here we have the Halloween carnival. This is something I knew I needed to build on this island because it seemed like every Halloween movie I watched, they went to a Halloween carnival. So I'm like, okay, we need to make one. So this is actually the entrance to the carnival. You can see here that there is a little ticket stand. You can buy some tickets to go on all the rides from this little spooky jack-o'-lantern head. He looks like he's been here for quite a while. Before we continue on with the carnival, let's go up this way. This is kind of like a secondary area of the carnival, and I'll show you why that is. This is kind of like where the concession stands are for the carnival, and you can see there's actually a little sneak peek of the rest of the carnival situation. We will take a closer look down there, but I love making a good lookout view, so that is what we have to look forward to. So we have lots of little snack stations, things like that. And then over here, I decided to put my campsite, and once I decided to do this as part of the carnival, it just made sense. The whole build just kind of came together for me. I love how it turned out. Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. So the campsite has been turned into a fortune teller's tent. You can actually sneak on that way, and it will bring you down onto the peninsula. But let's go back this way and get on into the carnival once and for all. It is finally time. So let's get into the carnival. Now here you can get your tickets. There's also a little popcorn machine here and some cotton candy if your heart desires. Over here we have a little train ride, and of course the Ferris wheel, the teacups. I had to put in these inflatable Plaza toys everywhere I could fit them. They just were fun and a great way to fill up some space. Here we have a photo booth, so I thought that would be cute to include in the carnival. That was actually something I saw in one of the Halloween movies that I watched this year. So yeah, that's what this little area is. And then this is actually Pietro's house, and I thought because Pietro is a little bit of a creepy clown, he should live on the carnival. So that is what is going on over here. Let's continue this way past the carousel, and here we have Stitch's house, and Stitch's house is the prize redemption place. Okay, this is where you come at the end of the night with all the tickets you won, and you cash in on some prizes. So that is what is going on in Stitch's yard. I think it was so cute, and of course Stitch's was the perfect villager for that house. Next to Stitch's, we have a haunted concert going on, so you can chill here, listen to the DJ going, and we also have a little pinball machine. It's kind of like a little haunted house pinball machine, so I thought it was just so cute for this island. And then we have some more carnival games and attractions just on this other side of the stage. Definitely a few more areas for you to explore around the island, but I'll leave that to you. I hope you guys enjoy visiting Candycorn, and remember to collect the 20 lollipops and 20 pieces of dropped candy throughout the island. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and let me know your favorite area on this island in the comments below. I'm definitely torn between the carnival level, and of course the villager neighborhood. So I would love to hear from you and which one is your favorite. With that, I wish you all a very happy Halloween, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!